This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
With him, and check out how rough this place is, Phil. Look at that truck on the inside. He's just bouncing all over the place, and there goes Ty Dillon. He said it doesn't look...
trouble on the smoker. The 7 of John King into the wall, the inside wall, as they were going down the backstretch. Thunder Alley here at the Rock, and a lot of damage to our point leader, John King.
Yeah, that may not be terminal, but it's going to be close to that.
One Daytona to start the season, had a solid run at Martinsville, retained that point lead, but an early setback today.
Most of the drivers, Michael, were talking about that how tight it was off of turn number 2. Let's see if we can take a look at what happened. There he is. It looks like he just got a little bit sideways up off of turn number 2. Self-cleaning banked straightaway puts him in the inside wall.
John King with a lot of damage to the front end of that race truck. Again, he was coming off of turn 2, got sideways, pointed right to the inside.
Just broke loose with him, Phil.
Yeah,
and
right
you know how
himself.
You've driven here before. You know how easy that is to have happen. These guys will battle that lap after lap, trying to keep these trucks straight up off the corner.
And remember, back at the Rock, we are under caution once again. This time it's the third caution on lap 122. The 92 of David Rudeman got sideways. And because of that, they decided that they better get the caution out. Everyone backed back down.
He didn't back down.
No,
the 99 of Brian Silas was involved somehow.
See Rudeman up against the outside wall, and it broke his momentum enough that Brian Silas ran in there and ran into the back of him.
Man, that's a tough break for Silas, because Rudeman was just trying to hang on to his truck, and Brian couldn't. You know, you can't turn left right there, Phil. He just didn't have the ability to get that truck down under David. Clobbered him. Didn't do a whole lot of damage to the 92 truck, but it tore the 99 of Silas all to pieces.
The laps continue to wind down for Nelson Piquet Jr. Just 7 laps to go. Casey Kane with a 0.8 of a second lead over teammate James Busher.
Watch Piquet here drive underneath Kligerman.
Holy cow, that's a fast truck. You can't hardly do it any better than that. Stuck to the bottom of the racetrack, made the move.
I thought it looked like he might have bounced off the wall as he was trying to go by Justin Lofton here. He didn't have a whole lot of room there. You see the black mark. He did touch that wall.
And he still made the pass.
Still made the pass, and still was the fastest truck on the racetrack.
Guys, with just 5 laps to go, how disappointed is Nelson Piquet Jr. with what he did on pit road?
You know, I have to ask the question, whose fault was that? Did Nelson clearly know where the timing lines were? Did the team let him know that he could speed out of the pit? Or did they say, go, 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 you can't be caught? That would be the question I'd want to answer, because it's somebody's fault. I just don't know which party it is.
When it comes down to it, he was going to either restart second or at the back of the field, and he had to start at the back of the field for speeding off pit road.
And at the end of the day, as a race car driver, that's one of the race. You know, this race he had a shot at, certainly had a shot at, dominated the early portion. You never forget those.
Lap after lap, the fastest truck this late in the going, and not have a chance to win.
Down to the final 4 laps. Casey Kane has a 1-second lead over James Busher. Kane looking to make it 4 wins in the 5 starts in the Camping World Truck Series.
Only thing could change that now is if the caution flag were to come out, and then some people would come to pit road to get tires.
The possibility does exist. Tires are so important at Rockingham Speedway. 3 laps of racing to go.
Casey Kane's thinking, no caution, please. It's been a good week for me. Let's just go ahead and finish it off.
Down to the bottom of the racetrack, Ty Dillon trying to hold on to that 7th spot.
Chasing Joey Coulter. We talked about Joey, Mr. Top 10.
Yeah, how about that 30 truck that's stalking him right now?
Coming into this race, John King was your points leader on lap 5. He has problems, hits the inside wall. Timothy Peters moves into the points position lead, and Timothy Peters now running in the top 5 here at the Rock. 2 laps of racing to go. Casey Kane, James Busher, Matt Crafton, Johnny Sauter, and Timothy Peters. This is exactly what Thor Sport Racing needed for their 2 trucks. Crafton and Sauter running 3rd and 4th right now. as the final lap happens at the Rock. The first time the Camping World Truck Series have ever been to this historic racetrack. And it's Casey Kane who has been dominant since the halfway point. Nelson Piquet Jr., after a valiant effort to start the race, battling back, trying to get into the top 5. It won't happen. Out of turn number 4, Casey Kane will win at the Rock.
Way to go. Good job, Mike.
Here comes Nelson Piquet. Can he get around Ty Dillon? He's going to make it. Roughed him up a little bit, but grabbed that spot on the last lap.
Nelson Piquet Jr. running possessed after that final restart. Gets back into the top 7, passing Ty Dillon coming out of turn 4.
Casey Kane did what he came oh so close to doing in 2004. Just by a few inches, he lost that last Cup race here in 2004, and he wins when NASCAR comes back.
And he also did what he came oh so far to do, which was from Texas to Rockingham to win the inaugural NASCAR Camping World Truck Series race here in this wonderful historic racetrack.
He's trying to do a burnout, but his tires are worn out already. And we've only run 20-some laps on these tires.
They're going to be worn out for sure now. Fans on their feet, cheering one of the stars of NASCAR who came down here and put a whooping on them.
And again, you applaud the efforts of Casey Kane, but we really have to applaud the efforts of Andy Hillenburg and the people that worked here at the Rockingham Speedway to make this happen.
And all of Richmond County, they all combined here to make this thing happen.
And a happy crew chief standing by with Ray Dunlap.
And that would be Mike Shiplin.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.